Say hello to everybody, Theo. Hey. Oh, what a gorgeous boy. So this is Theo. He's 14 months old. He's a big boy for 14 months. And he's a ragdoll, as you can tell. And he's gorgeous, isn't he? Hey, he's gorgeous. So he's here today for a groom over, a bit of a thin out with this fluffy coat of his, a bum clip and a little bit of a bib clip as well, because he's been having a couple of health issues just with his diet. So he's under the vet instructions, and the diet has now been changed, which is making things a little bit better for him. But Mum just wants the back end sorted in case of any future problems. So you can see the size of him. He's a big, big boy. He's gorgeous, aren't you? Eh? Gorgeous face and whiskies and everything. Yes. So this fella has come from like a grand champion line. Aren't you? Hey?
Is that just overfeeding me? Just being
No, he's actually in weight. He's actually perfect weight.
perfect weight?
He's 7 kilo. Apparently the vet has said that's a good weight for his breed, his age and everything. Yep, so go with what the vet says. I know he's got a real good covering on him, but the vet has said that, so I cannot argue. I'm not trained as a vet. Oh, here we go. Let's just start under here, mister. Nice. Wow. What a big long bib. Hey, good boy. So as usual, I'm going to start here. Part the hair and in we go a part line. This is the easy bit on the ragdolls, because it's just over the shoulder area where the coat's a little bit shorter. He's not actually matted anywhere. I did have a good feel of his coat when he first arrived on the table. He just needs a bit of a thin out, that's all. Can you just pass me my spray, please, Steve? And the other one. And the other one. I'll pick the one I want. It's always the last one, isn't it? Good boy. So the spray I'm using on him there is an oatmeal spray. It's a detangling spray. It just helps with the static with the comb, with his coat being so thick. And it also helps the comb grab the fur a little bit. To take some of this away. Can we have you back a little bit, mister? Let's have you back on there. That's better.
Like a big sheep.
He is like a big sheep, aren't you? Okay. Good boy. Theo. There we go. So that's the molting comb going through the coat. Let's see what's catching there. So it's the 2-teeth comb. Good lad. Oh, you're a very quiet boy, aren't you?
Keep it frightened.
He's okay, just... I think it's just the natural ragdoll, isn't it? To just sort of collapse. And then once you're happy, you can go right the way through them with the comb. These really fine bits, I mean, it's to see what's come out there. These really fine bits, you pluck, because the comb can't grab those. So you're just using your thumb and your finger, you're just grabbing the very end, and you're just tidying that line up. And that's got rid of that really fine wispy stuff. Okay, and then a little bit more there, we can just pluck away.
It doesn't hurt them, does it?
Doesn't hurt them at all, no, they don't feel it at all. So that looks a bit better already. And then we can move on to the next little section. And then we just go again. Of course, you're going to need regular grooming because of this big fluffy coat. So it's good that Mum's brought him into us so early on. This is his first visit to us, and how good has he been? Hey Theo, you've been a really good boy, aren't you? So just a little bit at a time. Good boy. So see how we catch him. See that line of where the comb's got to there? We're just teasing it out. We're holding here. And we're just teasing that, there you go, to the end of the fur. All right, good lad. What a good boy. Another little section done, eh? There you go. So all this coming away from you, mister. So again, while I'm just doing this side, I'm just seeing all this around his bib. And again, this can just... So by the time we've pulled all this wispy bit away, he might not need a bib trim. We'll have a good look. There we go. So that leaves them with a natural bit to them, rather than getting the scissors or the clippers on and giving them like a defined line. And you just keep plucking until you're happy. Just gets everywhere, this wispy stuff. Good boy. So I'm just thinning the trousers out at the back here with the clippers. Coming away from the bum. All right, good boy. Good boy, Theo. So at least now, if he gets any diarrhea, at least everything is away from him. And I took a little bit away from the very underneath of the tail. I just want a little bit more. On there. Good boy. What a good boy you are, Theo. Hey, what a good boy. Now, while I was back here, I actually found 2 mats in both legs, both hind legs. So they've been clipped away now. So that's a really good bum clip, that. Just tidy it slightly. Because it will grow back. But it's just to help Mum while he's going through this food change. Good boy. Good lad. What a good boy you are. Hey, what a good boy. Excellent. Well, now, there's me comb, you're hiding it. I can carry on with my groom. Okay. So no, it doesn't look like it, but he has been done. Right. Let's have this tail around this side. Good boy. And then we're just going to go again. So this is where they do need a lot of work. Always this end. So we're just teasing through till we can get that to come out. There we go. And again, once you're happy with that, you can do this again. And you can just see how it changes the whole look from sort of quite an out of control area to, you know, it looks like it's been groomed. Which obviously it has, it's been groomed, but now the wispy bits are gone. It just looks so much better. When you look at this bit here that hasn't been touched, how wispy it is, you can see the difference there side by side. And then we just carry on. So I always say to you, the best thing for any cat is to have their own natural oils coming through the coat, which it is. But just because he's got this type of coat that the comb needs to grab hold of, and he is pretty dry, I'm putting this oatmeal spray through him, which is natural. You're trying to creep off the table, aren't you? Just to give me some grip on this comb going through the coat, and also it puts a bit of nice feel into the coat. So the top bit is always easier to do because that's where everyone tends to groom, but you have to concentrate on the hard bits, I say, these bits. So again, part line, in at the part line and through. That's fine, comb's not really grabbing anything there. Good boy. Good boy. I'm quite happy there, baby.
Happy shopper.
Hey, Theo. Of course, getting all this out of his coat will stop him getting matted. And then it's a case of mum keeping on top of the coat then at home, in between grooms with me. So I've got people asking, how often should you get your cat groomed by a professional? It's entirely up to you. I mean, I have clients that come to me regular as clockwork, every couple of months, some every 3 months, some every 6. It just depends on yourself and how you can keep on top of your cat's coat in between my visits. And if you're wondering about all the tools I use, everything's listed underneath. Every video I do, there's a description. You can get all the tools, the combs, the brushes, the sprays. So that's nice. Can't always get this in the UK. You can get it in America quite easily, but we struggle in the UK to get this at the moment, the John Paul Mitchell. So I actually use an aloe vera as well from Forever Living, which is a great spray as well. Aloe vera is excellent for anything to do with your cats. So here we go. We're right on the ends now of Theo's groom. So he's had a good thin out. He's had the entire bum clipped away down the hind legs. You can see what's come away from him there. Steve's just shown you there. And a real good comb over everywhere. A couple of mats removed from the back of his trousers. All gone now. And it's just a case now of mum keeping on top of him. So it's all these little bits of plucking that can go on to keep all this bib nice and tidy. Just to finish him off. But you can see how that line has gone nice and smooth now that we had with him. Let's just lift this face, because this is a gorgeous face, isn't it? Hey, yes, you're a sweetie pie, you are. And that's Theo all done, isn't it? Hey, baby? Get all that fluff away from your face. Yeah, you're a good boy, aren't you?